Today we're going to explore the world of reading. We'll learn skills that help us understand stories better, like finding the main idea, sequencing events, making predictions, and drawing conclusions. Then we'll discover different genres, such as short stories, fables, legends, and poems. Finally, we'll look at the important parts of a story: characters, setting, plot, conflict, and resolution. Reading skills are like tools. Just like a carpenter needs a hammer and saw, readers need reading skills to understand and enjoy stories. These skills help us figure out the big idea, follow events, guess what will happen, and understand the ending. The main idea is what the story or passage is mostly about. Supporting details are the smaller facts, examples, or reasons that explain or support the main idea. If you know the main idea, you know the heart of the story. Let's practice. The passage says, "Dogs are loyal animals. They protect their owners, play with them, and even help in emergencies. That's why many people call dogs man's best friend." What's the main idea? It's that dogs are loyal animals. The supporting details are, they protect, they play, they help. Sequencing means putting events in the correct order. We often use words like first, next, then, and last. Good readers follow the order so the story makes sense. Let's look at this passage. What happened first? Anna woke up early. Next, she ate breakfast. Then she went to school. Last, she played with her friends. Sequencing helps us retell a story correctly. Prediction means making a smart guess about what will happen next in the story. We use clues from the text and what we already know. It's like being a detective who tries to solve what comes next. Dark clouds filled the sky. The wind blew hard. People started running inside their houses. What do you predict will happen next? Probably a heavy rain or storm. How did we know? The clues are dark clouds, strong wind, people running inside. Predictions use clues and common sense. Drawing a conclusion means putting together the clues from the story to figure out something the author doesn't directly say. We combine what's in the story with what we know in real life. Liza's shoes were wet. She carried an umbrella. Water dripped from her hair. What can we conclude? Liza was caught in the rain. The story didn't say it directly, but the clues, wet shoes, umbrella, dripping hair, help us conclude what happened. Genres are different kinds of stories or literature. Just like food has different types, like rice, bread, or noodles, stories come in different genres too. Let's look at some common ones. A short story is a simple story you can read in one sitting. It usually has one main idea, a few characters, and a clear beginning, middle, and end. Mini story. Mila forgot her lunch. Her friend shared half of her sandwich. Mila was happy and thankful. That's a short story. It's quick, simple, and has one idea, friendship and sharing. A fable is a short story that teaches a lesson. Many fables use animals that talk and act like people. At the end, there's always a moral or lesson to learn. In the fable The Tortoise and the hare was too proud, and the tortoise was patient. In the end, the tortoise won. The lesson is that being slow but steady can succeed better than being quick but careless. Legends are old stories passed down from long ago. They often explain why something exists or how it began. In the Philippines, we have legends about mountains, fruits, and rivers. In the legend of the pineapple, a lazy girl named Pina always asked her mother where things were. After she disappeared, a fruit grew with many eyes, so she could see everything. Legends often explain natural things in a creative way. Poems and rhymes are written in verses. They use rhythm and sound to express feelings, ideas, or stories. Rhymes are fun because the words sound alike, like cat, hat, bat. Poems can be short but full of meaning. This is a simple poem with rhymes. Star rhymes with R. Poems can be serious, funny, or even silly, but they always make us imagine. Every story has important parts called story elements. These are like the ingredients of a recipe. Without them, the story won't make sense. Characters are the people, animals, or beings in the story. They can be heroes, villains, or ordinary people. For example, in Cinderella, the characters are Cinderella, the fairy godmother, and the wicked stepmother. The setting is when and where the story happens. Is it in a castle? A forest? A modern city? During the day or night? The setting helps us imagine the world of the story. The plot is what happens in the story, the series of events. Usually, stories have a beginning, a middle, and an end. The beginning introduces the characters and setting. The middle shows the problem. The end shows how the problem is solved. Conflict means the problem or challenge in the story. Without a problem, the story would be boring. For example, in The Three Little Pigs, the conflict is the wolf trying to blow their houses down. The resolution is how the problem is solved. In The Three Little Pigs, the pigs build a strong brick house, and the wolf cannot blow it down. The resolution shows the ending of the conflict. Mini-story. Lito lost his wallet in the park. He was worried. Then his friend found it and gave it back. Let's find the story elements. The characters, Lito and his friend. The setting, the park. The plot. Lito lost his wallet, worried, then got it back. The conflict, he lost his wallet. The resolution, his friend found it. See how all the parts fit together. Short story. A farmer's crops were dying because there was no rain. He prayed for water. Soon, clouds gathered, and rain fell, saving the farm. Now let's practice again. Who are the characters? The farmer. What is the setting? The farm. What is the conflict? No rain. What is the resolution? The rain finally came. This is how we analyze story elements. Reading skills help us understand stories better. We find the main idea, follow the sequence, make predictions, and draw conclusions. These tools make us active readers. Genres are different kinds of stories. Short stories are simple, fables teach lessons, legends explain traditions, and poems use rhythm and imagination. Every story has elements that make it complete: characters, setting, plot, conflict, and resolution. These help us understand and enjoy the story. Short passage. A boy forgot his umbrella. On his way home, the rain poured, and he got wet. Let's test your skills. What's the main idea? The boy got wet because he forgot his umbrella. What's the conflict? It rained. What's the resolution? He had no choice but to walk in the rain. These questions help us practice. Passage. The ant worked hard all summer. The grasshopper only sang. When winter came, the grasshopper had nothing to eat, but the ant had plenty. What genre is this? It's a fable, because it teaches a lesson. What's the lesson? Hard work pays off, and laziness leads to problems. Who are the characters? The ant and the grasshopper. What's the conflict? The grasshopper had no food. What's the resolution? The ant had enough because he worked. Reading isn't just about saying the words, it's about understanding and enjoying them. We use reading skills to find meaning, we learn about genres to know what kind of story we're reading, and we use story elements to see how the parts fit together. Remember, every time you read, you are entering a new world full of lessons and imagination.